Hey there, guys. Yeah, okay. Good. We're recording. Um, so I don't really talk about anything else but movie news on this channel. Normally, I don't. I just I'm a movie fan first and foremost, and that's what I like to talk about is movies, and that's my number one passion. I obviously have talked about it many times, and I'm gonna talk about it again at the end of the year when we get to that end of the year video. That movies are my passion. They're my number one passion, and I, to this day, still love movies, and I always will. And the ultimate goal for me is to be a director. Um, but I have other things that I like as well. One of them being professional wrestling. Now, quick little backstory of my history of professional wrestling, real quick. Um, I was a diehard fan back between I want to say it was 2011 and 2000 between 2011 and 2016. I think that was when WrestleMania 32 was. Um, and I loved it, man. It was like my second love behind movies for me. Like as far as entertainment goes, it was my second favorite love behind movies. Watched every episode of Monday Night Raw, and I played all the video games, All Stars, SmackDown versus Raw, all these games. And my favorite wrestler, if you cannot tell by the hat I'm wearing right now, back when I was growing up was John Cena. There you go. You can't see me. He was my favorite. I thought he is the greatest of all time. Um, and as a kid, always looked up. I always looked up to John Cena, and it was like I said, he's my favorite wrestler. And a lot of people are gonna watch this, and they're probably gonna say, "Zeke, wrestling's fake. Wrestling is so fake, Zeke." Yeah, I know wrestling is a scripted television show. I understand that, and it is a scripted television show that is designed to look like a real sport. Okay, I understand that. However, there's still a magic in the storytelling of professional wrestling. It's the same magic you get when you're sitting down watching a movie or sitting down watching your favorite TV show. There's that magic that's always been there. So that's why I liked watching it. It was fun. It was entertaining to me. And even though I took a really long break because I just did not like the booking the booking or the storytelling that was going on, I just took a really long break from it. Would watch a WrestleMania here or two, but just never really invested time into actually watching it because I just thought it was just kind of you know. And then I want to say right around 2021, um, I met Michael, who you guys have seen on this YouTube channel. You've seen him on my podcast. Um, we met, and he got me back into watching it. He actually told me a lot about what's been going on. I'm like, oh, interesting, okay. And so I would go back and start watching it, and um, I found and over the course of those many years, I want I got familiar with some of the characters and all this other stuff, and I kind of I found myself becoming a fan again. And to this day, I can say that I am a hardcore fan. I don't always I don't always like everything I see, but I'm still a fan at heart, and I still watch it, and it's entertainment to me. And for me, as a ch- as a kid, John Cena was not just my favorite wrestler as a kid, but he was my hero. Um, I remember very vividly those phrases that he would. Now I know a lot of it is scripted. I know that. I understand that, but there are some of these wrestlers had phrases that really stick with you. Even silly ones like The Rock's "It doesn't matter what you think," you know, um, or Steve Austin's "What," or "That's the bottom line," because Stone Cold. In fact, my catchphrase, because Zeke the Geek said so, is where that's originated from uh, Stone Cold's Steve Austin's catchphrase. There's another backstory to that too, and then maybe I'll share that another time. But specifically with John Cena, his phrases, "never give up," "hustle, loyalty, respect," um, and "rise above hate," just those really kind of stuck with me as I was just this nerdy kind of shy and awkward teenager trying to figure out what kind of person I wanted to be, you know? And that's something that I will always cherish, you know? Um, I'm so because of that, I still to this day am a massive fan of John Cena. Um, I think he's gotten really great at better at acting. I think he's become a better actor, and I cannot wait to see what else he does as far as movies and television shows go. Um, and I am so grateful that he um, gave us this run, you know, because he didn't have to do one last retirement run. He didn't have to do that. He could have just said, he could have just put up a post on Instagram like Batista did and say, hey, by the way, that match between me and Triple H, that was my last match. See ya. You know? Or, he could have done, he could have just done a lot to not he could have not done a retirement tour at all. But he did one as a means to give back to the fans. To give back to the fans. And although I'm not happy with the way this last match turned out, I'm just not. I hate it. But that's a discussion for another day. Um I am just grateful for just just for what this man has accomplished, for what this man is going to continue to accomplish as he continues his journey in Hollywood and as he continues his acting career. Um, all we can say is just thank you, Cena. Um, and all I can say is thank you, Cena, for for shaping me in some way, helping shape the person I ultimately did become. A person who's not afraid to um, take take chances, um, someone who admires hard work, and somebody who does put in 110% of his energy towards doing good work. And and something that's something I think we should always um, I think that's something we should always kind of strive to be. Just people who are willing to go the extra mile, who are willing to actually go the extra mile. And anyway, um, I was gonna say one other thing, but I think I'll save that for another. I will save that for another time. But um, all I can say is just uh, thank you, Cena. We won't see you. All right, guys. That will do it for this video. I just wanted to get that out there. Maybe I'll do more wrestling content. Maybe I'm thinking about actually expanding beyond, and I'll talk more about that in the coming weeks. But I'm actually thinking about expanding my scope a little bit and talking about other things besides just movies. Want to kind of open up a little bit and show you more of the other things that I really like in this world. So but yeah, until next time, guys, I think you guys should subscribe to the channel because Zeke the Geek said so. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.